might get copyrighted by YouTube if I upload it.
They're dumb.
If you missed the broadcast, you can go on my YouTube account under Kira McKenzie. I do have a Fire Crystal 192 YouTube account, but there's nothing in that account anymore. It used to be where I put my Naruto crap. Okay, now I'm gonna find myself what we're doing.
Disney.
No, we always end up frogging in throughout most of the episode. My turn.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm supposed to return to Lady Ashbury. I'm supposed to go back to the hospital.
Yeah, I was going to get to. I was on the middle of doing that. Going to go.
I'm not having to use my mouse. I'm fully navigated, and I'll never figure it out. Well, it doesn't seem like there's any hunters right now. Good.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
This part again.
But the good thing is, there's no one there.
Don't die this time. Sure.
Who's over there? Well, you're on your way.
Here we go, the hospital. Temple. No, it should be outside, right?
Yeah, that whole thing. I'm closest to this thing.
Need to require finding with the black one.
Wrong one. Wrong way. We're heading the right way. No. 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 Inside the gate.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Nope. Nope. You're cold. You're cold. You're very cold. You're getting so cold. No. You're so cold. You're very cold right now. You were close to it. No, you're getting cold. Very, very hot. Hot!
What's to the right?
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
What do you think? We are vampires after all, or so the accusation is true?
It's your choice. Right?
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps ultimate expression.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
Is there a way?
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Is that part of the Wagner trial?
No,
You sure?
I know this is beyond the pale,
This is not something you
but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
No one suspected you, or do you know brother? Come on. We're playing this together. Yes. It can still be your turn if I'm asking for advice.
And no one suspected you of the murders.
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
What type of vampire is a Scar?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
I don't understand. Why was I Created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to speak no more of your maker,
how could this cause offense?
oaks can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
I bid you farewell, for now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Back to our bed. Steady off.
Hopefully we'll get some action this episode. Going on side quests. Need to go to the next street.
Yes. No. Where's a Y at?
Well, you've done most of the work. So,
Oh, I should have watched me. Click on it. That's it.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Okay. Good.
mission successful.
You can go to your bed and get upgrade. One.
Okay, time for an upgrade. What do we want? Do we want better claws or more of the healthy?
Do the blood. Blood,
This?
not thirst. No.
Okay.
Do the bite. So it's a girl. No, wait. A bird. Oh boy!
You lost a patient?
No, we have to treat
Normally how this works, everyone, is just gonna pass the torch over. Button is the map, just so I know.
Well then?
Oh.
Okay. Fatigue. 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 Fatigue.
Fatigue.
Headache.
It's fatigue, not fatigue.
Whatever, I thought.
So most of them are tired.
And you're tired. But I don't know about you. Whoever you are.
We haven't met them yet, I guess.
And whoever you are.
There's 2 patients we haven't met.
That's interesting. Nice.
Blood part. You always go magic part whenever there's like a special ability that allows you to just like really like you call the scanning in trick of human electric parts.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together. Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir. Thank you. And you are? I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed. Please, could you tell me something about yourself? I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future. What made you choose to be a doctor? I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side. It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can. This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it. I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours? I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful. As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail. You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic. What can you tell me about the Pembroke? Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times. I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science. Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation. True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now. Do you need help with anything in particular? Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished. Do you want me to play the errand boy for you? Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need. I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods? It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory.
I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Well, someone doesn't like Dr. Ackroyd.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I am his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.